Up next, the Celtics taking on the Hawks. For the Boston Celtics, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Hawks, Celtics. We'll be right back after this. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Ali LaForce is reporting on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jason Tatum.
You can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. But that doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Alexander Walker in at the guard position. And for Boston, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. So, Greg, with all-star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Pick by Vucevic. Brown the pass to Vucevic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Johnson. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Here's Alexander Walker after the basket by Boston. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. White looking around. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. Tatum's got his second bucket.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Here's Alexander Walker. He had 15 points last outing. The 9-foot shot. And it's Derek White with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Tries from 16. Atlanta with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Boston checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Pritchard. Kuminga's come in for Atlanta. McCollum comes in for Daniel. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now McCollum, White covering. Johnson with a screen on White. Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Johnson's shot is off.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allen. And here's McCollum. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And there it is for him. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the night.
The preferred scoring area for Okongwu. He can get it done inside with his size and length.
Here's Brown. Rebound by Alexander Walker. It's McCollum on the wing. Hands it from downtown.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Jonathan Kuminga, C.J. McCollum out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Corey Kispert. And it's Landale in at the center filling out the middle.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't call for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Down low, here's Vucevic. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
After setting a strong screen, the ball goes to Vucevic, and he makes a play.
Here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got 5 now. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Gonzalez's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 4. Rebounded by Hauser. Vucevic against Kuminga. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Vucevic missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. McCollum outside. Launches it. Again, McCollum missing.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Outside, Gonzalez. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Now here's Gonzalez. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Gonzalez has got his first bucket of the night. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. At one time, pretty much just a three-point specialist, Sam Hauser, coach, is now cranking up the defense.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can come into the league and maybe carve out a niche with just one skill. But usually what you have to do is take that one skill and build on it so that you can be a consistent rotation player. Sam Hauser has done that, and as you said, he's added the defense to his shooting ability.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Johnson comes in for Kuminga. Zachary Rizachet's checked in for Kispert. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Buddy Hield. Johnson left side. Outside Daniels. Out to the right wing. Here's Rizachet. Off target from outside.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. He had a nice open look right there. And the Celtics lead by 8. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Cullen passes to Okongwu. And a wide open look for Daniel. The Hawks again can't hit. The Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. There's the screen. Pritchard from outside. Rebound, Atlanta. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Yeah, depth plays a huge factor in this league. You can't win just with 5 guys.
Now here's Tatum. He has 7. Shoots over Rizachet, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pritchard against McCollum. Pass to Okongwu. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Brown deciding where to go with it. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. 5 on the clock. Austin needs to get off a shot. Rizachet with the steal. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Rizachet. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Now just a 5-point Celtic lead. Brown outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court, and whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter right after this halftime break.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
Now that we're close to knowing who will be participating, some of these guys may be in the gym early and leaving late, shooting threes on a timer.
If you're not prepared, it's easy to look bad in this event.
Changing gears here, how about what Jason Tatum was doing in that first half?
Well, Tatum, when he's rolling, I'm telling you guys, he can take you in any direction, from any spot, anywhere on the floor. He has every move at his disposal.
Not the Black Tornado.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And the Hawks with possession here, trailing by 5. Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And Boston has possession after the basket by Atlanta. Pritchard gets the bucket.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. They've led by as much as 10. They host the Kings after this game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. To the paint, here's Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
The length, quickness, and IQ Tatum possesses makes him a nightmare matchup, and it's why defenders end up fouling.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Good on both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
The Hawks trail by 4. Outside Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Okongwu's now got 9.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
And here is Tatum. He's got 11. Oh, up top to Jaylen Brown.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Alexander Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on White.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
The first one falls. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Vucevic setting the pick for Tatum. It's Tatum on the drive, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, not just fast, but also precise. Tatum shows a lot of control on his drive.
Johnson with a screen on Brown. Count it. Johnson's got his second basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Brown outside. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. Taking a look at Minnesota. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And you know, the Celtics, they've been middle of the pack for most of the season. This just might be who they are. Not a great team, but at least they aren't bringing up the rear.
Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Bounce pass from Rizachet. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Tatum. And Tatum stays with it. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, nice hustle by Tatum. When an all-NBA level guy is giving effort like that, it's infectious.
Johnson, a wide open look. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Right side Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic from point-blank range.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Celtics making a switch here. Bowser's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. And Kuminga's subbed in for Jalen Johnson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. White with it. Still scoreless. Takes it inside. Tatum. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Kuminga with a wide open look. Offline with his 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Tatum with a screen on Kuminga. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Crafty move, and he jams it with authority.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
White the pass to Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Rizachet. Hauser defending. Fires for 3. That one no good. And So it's the Boston Celtics headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Hawks trail by 7. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Jock Landale. Hield is out there with McCollum. Then it's Johnson. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward. Now here's Brown. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Brown against Johnson. Brown with the bucket.
There's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Hield from outside. Rebound Boston.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Here's Brown. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Celtics leading by 11. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Garza. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Hawks have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. The putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now Pritchard. Pass to Garza. There's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Garza's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He knows every possession is critical now. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Reza Shea is coming in for Jonathan Kuminga. Dyson Daniels checked in for Hield. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for C.J. McCollum. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Reza Shea with it. He's covered by Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that goes down.
Well, Reza Shea has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Vucevic outside. Here's Brown. Okongwu pulls it down. Shoots the 3. It's off.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Brown down low. Guarded by Reza Shea. Bucket.
Great call, having Brown run pick and roll. He is so confident with the ball in his hands.
No good from 3. Boston leading by 12. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tatum. Launches it. Down he goes for 3.
Well, credit them from maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Alexander Walker. Daniels fires. Puts up the three. Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
PlayStation